Dear friends, today our issue is POK and Gilgit-Baltistan. Last week, India finally firmly asked Pakistan to vacate POK and Gilgit-Baltistan, which Pakistan had been illegally occupying by force since 1947. In a major development from May 5, 2020, the Indian Meteorological Department (IMD) started giving weather report on POK and Gilgit-Baltistan and also started referring to its meteorological subdivision of Jammu and Kashmir as Jammu and Kashmir, Ladakh, Gilgit-Baltistan and Muzaffarabad. Muzaffarabad is the capital of Pakistan occupied Kashmir. This is a major shift in India's policy towards Kashmir and Pakistan in 73 years of India's independence. Or we can say that now the issue with Pakistan is not Kashmir but Pakistan occupied Kashmir and Gilgit-Pakistan. In other words, India's Pak policy has shifted from defensive to offensive. It is first serious effort by India to get back POK and Gilgit-Baltistan from Pakistan, which legally belongs to India, but also to resolve the issues between India and Pakistan once for all. India lodges protests with Islamabad. A few days back, Pakistan's Supreme Court had allowed Pakistan government to amend a 2018 administrative order to conduct general elections in Gilgit-Baltistan region. The Gilgit-Baltistan order of 2018 provided for administrative changes, including authorizing the Prime Minister of Pakistan to legislate on a number of issues in Gilgit-Baltistan. Whatever may be the issue, but one thing has to be appreciated, that Pakistan's Supreme Court has taken decision in favor of Pakistan. But if any such issue had been brought before the Supreme Court of India, the attitude of the Apex Court had been different. There are a number of people who approached Apex Court on POK and Gilgit-Baltistan, but instead of taking decision in favor of India, it imposed fine on the individuals for wasting Supreme Court's time. You must also remember how Supreme Court behaved in the case of illegal Rohingyas and stood against their deportation. Following this, India conveyed its strong protest to Pakistan over its efforts to bring material change to territories under Pakistan's illegal and forcible occupation. India's Foreign Office lodged a strong protest with Pakistan over Pakistan's Supreme Court ruling and clearly conveyed that the entire Union territories of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh, including the areas of Gilgit and Baltistan, are an integral part of India. The MEA said that government of Pakistan or its judiciary has no locus standi on territories illegally and forcibly occupied by it. It was clearly conveyed that the entire Union territories of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh, including the areas of Gilgit and Baltistan, are an integral part of India by virtue of its legal and irrevocable accession. MEA further asked Pakistan to immediately vacate all areas under its illegal occupation. Now certain people have asked certain questions. One person said, what effect it would make with IMD forecasting weather of POK and Gilgit-Baltistan? My answer to this is, point-wise I will give my answers. First, it will put psychological pressure on Pakistan. Second, so far Kashmir was the core issue between India and Pakistan. Now the core issue between India and Pakistan will be POK and Gilgit-Baltistan. Third, this way the pressure or attention from India would shift to Pakistan or from Kashmir to POK and Gilgit-Baltistan. Fourth, in intelligence terms, it is called Sai war against Pakistan. Now, second question is, by claiming POK and Gilgit-Baltistan, will India get POK and Gilgit-Baltistan? My answer to this is, no, India cannot get POK and Gilgit-Baltistan just by showing its weather report or making claims on POK and Gilgit-Baltistan, but it will definitely shift pressure from India to Pakistan. Second, by raising the issues of POK and Gilgit-Baltistan, India now has the right and freedom to give support to anti-Pak or pro-India elements in POK and Gilgit-Baltistan. Third, if India has brought POK and Gilgit-Baltistan to center stage, I am sure India would have a plan to take over POK and Gilgit-Baltistan, like India had planned breakup of Pakistan into Pakistan and Bangladesh in 1971. Fourth, This will create disturbances and nervousness in Pakistan's military and political circles. In this case, I would also like to draw your attention that because of India's diplomatic efforts, the British Parliament on 24th of March 2017 had passed a resolution in their parliament that Pakistan is illegally occupying POK and Gilgit-Baltistan since 1947, because it was the Britishers who by treachery had given Gilgit-Baltistan to Pakistan. Further, I understand that Ajit Doval, NSA, had given the job to plan taking back control of POK and Gilgit-Baltistan to his deputy NSA, Rajinder Khanna, sometime back, and the plan to get back control of POK and Gilgit-Baltistan has been approved and is ready for implementation. Rajinder Khanna was RAW chief from December 2014 to December 2016 and is an expert on militancy in Northeast and Pakistan. He was responsible for many successful operations against Pakistan and Northeast militants. During his tenure, the terrorist attacks of Pathankot and Uri had taken place, and both these attacks had been reported in detail, but casualties there happened because the local commanders did not take appropriate action on raw reports. Later, both the commanders were punished.